Good evening, welcome. You're joining us live in a heated discussion about Yorkie brownies and whether or not anyone else has tried them or tested them. I'll leave it over to my Yorkie correspondent, the one and only Omar. Please tell us, is the brownie Yorkie worth buying or not?
A solid 7 out of 10. I would recommend to try it.
Yeah, 7 out of 10. Wow, that's not bad. That is not bad. 7 out of 10 is not bad for chocolate. I prefer the biscuit and raisin one or the Yorkie.
Also a solid choice.
Yeah, I would probably rate that probably a solid 8.5.
How you doing anyway? You good?
Yeah, I'm all good, mate. I'm all good. It's the best time of the year for me and you, isn't it? It's one more sleep until we invite the guests, the armed forces, into the Millwall family, the Millwall arena tomorrow, and it's a day that Mel does all her unbelievable stuff of setting it all in place for the poppy side of it, and helps raise bundles and bundles of money. So I think it's the best day of the year, and I still can't believe it, pinching myself that 10 years on, it's 10 years this year, or 11 years I think I've been doing it, 10 years with Bomber, that the club still lets us do it.
It's good fun, isn't it, mate? And I'm excited for it as well. It's my favourite day of the year, my favourite game of the season. It's a bit of shit. It's a 12:30 kickoff purely because there's less time raising money. George, see me at London Bridge. Do you know what? The funny thing is that could be a many of occasion, if I'm totally honest. So I'm sure it was pleasant and a nice experience if you got to meet me. I look forward to it, mate. I really look forward to tomorrow's game. I know we've got quite a bit of negativity after the last couple of games, you could say, especially after Tuesday night. But that all goes out of the window tomorrow. I'm sure it'll be a great occasion, and look forward to going on pitch side just before the game. It's definitely a highlight of my season, and I can't wait to get going.
Bazza, Barry Langley, who's just joined us, he's going to be one of the soldiers tomorrow. George says it was after the Oxford game, mate.
Of course, yes, I remember seeing that.
Yeah, so you like. Also, there is a limited number of these, but do you like my my t-shirt?
It's very nice, mate. Nice. That Mill podcast, lest we forget, with the badge on it as well. The badge is
with the
nice.
badge of, which is the official one for this year. What Mel designed with someone else from Hoff, and they're the badges tomorrow. There is only 500 of these badges, so make sure you get there early, get to the poppy stand, and get them. And remember, only buy your poppies from people with the ID tomorrow. You'll see that every one of the collectors or the military will, obviously the military are in uniform, but all the collectors will have ID, official ID, club ID, and RBO ID. Please do not buy badges from anyone else to do with poppies from any other badge seller tomorrow, because you will not be donating to the poppy fund. You will be donating to someone's back pocket. So, make sure you do that. How's your week been? All
right. Working, ducking and diving, just the normal sort of standard shit, mate. Like I said, mate, always happy to get to the weekend. And
I've got an interesting one for you. It's been highly amusing on one aspect. So my missus ordered something from a shop and had it delivered like you do, 5 items. The first parcel turned up with 3 items in.
Nice.
It'd been opened and resealed and took the 2 most expensive items out. So we phoned up and said, we got items missing. No worries, we'll send it again. So sent it again. This time, 4 items were missing. Box had been opened and resealed.
Nice.
Fuck. So we go third time lucky. Third one turns up, 1 item in, but then we realised that they only sent 1 item. But again, the parcel had been opened and resealed, but the 1 item was left in. So today we had the other item, what we wanted in the first place, what was missing. So 4th time, that come. Some fucker had been in the box, took the bottle out of the box, what was in another box, sealed that box back up, put it all back together, and then sent it out. So we've not got what we've wanted. And the trouble is that every and Superdrug, where the bits come from, there's no phone numbers to be able to complain. So, yeah, absolute bollocks. So, you're a cunt, and Superdrug, you're an even bigger cunt.
Tell me you're 50 without telling me you're 50. I'm disappointed.
I'm not 50, so yeah. Peter Sullivan and Summers have retail shops still. Yeah, they do. They do. And I see you hiding behind the racking many a day when I walk past the shop at Blue Water, mate. So yeah. Other than that, no, all good. Just, week off, start my new job on Monday. And then obviously we've got a busy weekend for us with the soldiers and everything else. So yeah, all good, mate. All good. Loads to talk about. Battered at Brum, even at Birmingham. Let's put the teeth back in. Let's start again. We were loads to talk about. Battered at Birmingham. Another issue at Birmingham, what we need to address to a degree. Maybe fans can help us. It looks in the chat. I've not seen anything yet. Maybe you can think. Is Billy injured?
Apparently so. I don't know. You tell me.
I don't know either.
I've seen it go around on Twitter just the last half hour. So
I will have to see in a minute and find out. I will make some texts in a minute. But yeah, hey ho. Without further ado, should we get the show on the road?
Do it. Run the intro.
Make sure you press like while the intro's on.
Language you don't usually hear on television. Millwall in London's Dockland.
No one likes us, but we don't care. We're that Millwall podcast. Loud every Friday night right here. Legends like Jimmy and Abdul take a share in the kitchen of two. Super Neil Harris, a fucking legend too. Through the good times and in this life, we support the Lions all our life. This ain't no place for fan TV. This is fucking Millwall through and through. Located on our very own John Benison way. Let them all come, let them have their say. Millwall till we die. With that Millwall podcast, loud every Friday night right here.
We need to edit that a little bit more, just get rid of that silence at the end. But welcome to another edition of That Friday Night Live. It's the preview before Preston North End comes to the Mighty Den. It's our remembrance game tomorrow. It's a day where we break records and collecting money. But let's first discuss a midweek trip to middle part of the country, otherwise known as the shithole of England, Birmingham, where we were pretty much taught a lesson.
Yes, mate. Where do you even start with that one? I think
we turned up.
Yeah, we did.
That was about it.
Even then, that's doing it a bit of an injustice, mate. I think, went into it on the back of obviously Femi Aziz and Ryan are both going off injured on Saturday. Went out to Birmingham. Didn't have much hope, to be honest. I thought to myself, I'll take a draw. I thought take a draw, and think let's try and at least keep the unbeaten run going. And yeah, down to earth with a bang. I think they've had 4-0 wins, 2 4-0 wins on the bounce this week, Birmingham, and they were value for their win. Nothing more said about that, and the less said about us, probably the better, mate. But what did you make of it, Mickey?
I think it's the same as what's happened the few times where we go. It seems as if the players don't stick to the game plan, seem to think they're better than what the manager wants them to do, thinks they're, Real Madrid players when they're not Real Madrid players, and they make silly mistakes and they get caught out and punished heavily.
Do you know what? We're one of those teams, when we go in front, we've not lost like that 8-0, have we? I don't think. I could be mistaken, but I know that was the record last year, and I think about this season too. When we go in front, we tend to have that confidence that just sustain it in the game. I think back to Coventry at home, we got done 4-0.
Yeah.
When we went 1-0 down, we started well the first 20 minutes, and then the heads just dropped.
Yeah.
We're that sort of team. If we go in front, you back us to see it out, or at least get something from the game. When we go 1 down, it's just the heads drop, and there's almost no way back. They don't feel like they can get over the hurdle going a goal down early on. And what are we, 5th in the table and with a -3 goal difference. I mean, do it in the Millwall way, as they say, right? But bloody hell, it's just, crazy, mate.
I think that's it. I think it was Oxford, but where I think the commentator said on there that it's the first time at Millwall has pretty much been leading and then lost or something. It was some weird statistic,
Points, maybe.
Where they scored first and whatnot. So I mean, listen, I just think that some days when you listen to Alex Neil's press conference, like the full one, what we do, I think you listen to it and you go, it looks to me as if the players have just thought, we're going to try it this way because we've got an idea what we want to do, and then it doesn't work and it backfires badly, and then they have no way of regrouping and getting themselves back on. I mean, like Mark Murphy says there, the right side is an issue. Ballo should stay on the left, and yes, we're not good going behind. No, we're not. But I mean, realistically, as much as I love Harding to bits, and I think Harding has been an absolute solid squad player for us, considering that he doesn't get all the games, etc., etc. Is he first choice for right back? Probably not. I would have put Caleb Taylor in and put Crammer on right back, to be fair. But, that's why currently I am Mickey Simpson, that Millwall podcast. Maybe soon. Then I can put my balls in the line and see, can't we, Omar, going forward? So
I think that it's funny. Like I remember saying, obviously, I think we asked the question last week: where can we improve? And I'm like, well, if you gave me the opportunity to improve in January, I'd improve at right back. And what I meant by that was, if Leonard gets injured, I think I literally said this word for word last Friday. You face Wes Harding playing at right back, and I don't criticise Harding for that fact. He's just a League One player. This is literally what I said word for word last Friday. And I don't think anything was his fault Tuesday per se. You look back on the game, I couldn't make it up there Tuesday due to working and stuff. But I don't think we were appalling because of Harding. It was a team thing. And obviously Aziz is missing. Big miss going forward. The concerning thing is the lack of chances we created in that game. There wasn't much in it. And as we mentioned, we went 1-0 down, then 2 before the stroke of half time, and then that's all she wrote. Come out second half, thinking we get a reaction, and you're 3-0. So look, I think this team will get a reaction tomorrow, undoubtedly. It's just when we have these defeats, they seem to be overwhelmingly bad. That's the trouble, and it's stuff like that will cost us this season ultimately.
Is it going to be the first game that we've won on remembrance? Did we win last year?
We drew 1-1 last year.
I don't think we've won, have we? I don't think we've actually won yet.
Is it going to be the first game we won? I love the confidence and arrogance of that, Mickey, mate, because Preston are also shit hot of late. So but is it going to be the first time we've won? Because I don't think we've won. And also, if any Millwall players are watching, please just listen. You have about 90 seconds from the moment the ball's kicked off to be able to get yourself up the pitch and score a goal. And if you do, all hell will break loose. Message to you, mate, okay? All hell will break loose because we will have about 25, 30 military personnel walking past the front of Coldblow Lane with me and Omar trying to shepherd them off and into the stand, and the carnage will be unreal if we score. So, it would.
Please score. He probably won't get a game. I don't know what he's got to do. I don't know whether or not we need someone to get some naked pictures of Alex Neil to get Macaulay on the pitch. But I don't know what he's done. The Serb at the moment is dog shit.
He's not. It's just not.
I think dog shit's probably the wrong word, but I think that confidence is low and he needs to do something. So he needs.
I saw someone online the other day say it, and I don't disagree with it. Last season, his best form came when partnered with a striker up front, and he doesn't suit the role up front on his own. He doesn't. He does a lot, I think, off the ball. I do think he does. I think he does a lot of running around off the ball, which that's not what he's there to do. He's there to score the goals. The service is dry to him, so it's a difficult one. When you got Aziz either side with Ballo, you kind of forgive the Serb not doing the output goal scoring wise. But then now you've got Aziz injured, and you're relying a lot on Ballo, and then Negley comes in and has a, not a great performance either the other night. There's a lot of pressure on his shoulders. I do think there's an argument there to potentially see Langstaff and the Serb up front, and then have Ballo off one side, maybe even get a marker in. I don't know. It's a tricky one, mate, because you look at the rest of the side and like obviously the squad that we've got squad players in there. He seems to have written off Bangor Williams. He's not getting the game for love nor money at the minute. So you look at the options available to us. I don't know, mate. It's clearly there's some sort of rift between the two of them, undoubtedly, because otherwise you would bring him on. Like even when you're 4-0 down, you don't bring him on and you make some substitutions. Obviously, he's brought on Caleb Taylor, Zach Sturch on Tuesday, Langstaff, Amaku, and Mazusako, Del Boy. I do think Caleb Taylor maybe was a case of bringing him in just to give him some time before we start Saturday. His mind must be made up halfway through that half in the second half that I'm going to play Caleb Taylor centre half with Jake Cooper. So, yeah, not the ideal week for Jake Cooper to celebrate his 400th appearance, though. And do you know what? I know we've had the opportunity to talk about it, but yeah, I think the club done brilliant by him. I think with some of the content.
I did put on the YouTube comments. If you're on YouTube at the top, pinned, I did put as it was obviously Cooper's 400th appearance this week. Does he now have legend status?
Oh, well, I think that's to be argued and probably contested all the time as always. But I think undoubtedly he is in the record books, and for the modern era, he definitely is a legend. I think for me, he's been a great servant, scored goals every single season he's played for us as well, and always a threat. And yeah, I think hopefully we can do the business for him tomorrow, being a home game, and you can do it, do him justice, I suppose. But yeah, there is a lot to be said about what kind of team we're expecting to see tomorrow. And on the front of Bangor Williams, like we've touched on there, it is a weird one, isn't it, Mickey? Because he scores the goal at Charlton to get the 1-1 draw. I think he makes one sub appearance after that, and then since then nothing. And it's eerily weird, isn't it? Like you've given him a 5-year contract in the summer, and maybe I'm speculating that on that front, but maybe giving him that 5-year deal, is that done something to his kind of work rate, his ambition? Like he's sitting on a 5-year deal, I'd imagine, on decent enough money for someone his age. Is that the question? I doubt it. I think he's a good lad. I met him obviously at the start of the season when they're on the kit shoot. He was eager to make an impression this season going into it. He got injured in pre-season, which didn't help his kind of introduction to the team this year. But it's weird how he's not getting an opportunity, especially in the wake of injuries.
I'm hearing that Billy Mitchell is injured. It's starting to come all over Twitter and Instagram and whatnot that, he's out. But then I think, again, it's probably he has. I mean, I've got a show with the guy that I've saved now for next week because it's International Week, and give you a bit of content there where he talks. And one of the points what Will talks about was not Will from Southern News, Will, who is the person regarding the injuries, is he said players with injuries, the problem is that with things like ham or calf, etc., could just go like that and they could show no signs. He said, but the more games players who are prone to injury play or coming back from an injury, he said, you stand a risk. And once they have one, then potentially they can have another. And if Billy is out, and it is being reported by a few different sources now, and I've had it confirmed by 2,
it's not good, is it?
He's out for 6 weeks.
Yeah. Del Boy and Casper Denor midfield too. Dan Kelly's getting an opportunity as well. Bangor Williams surely has to get a chance, is the way I'm going with this eventually as well. I mean, realistically, you would bring in RBW, wouldn't you, really? I don't know about in the would Derek be? I would probably put Derek in, to be fair. It's going to be Del Boy and Casper tomorrow. The fear is, you talk about injuries and all that stuff. It wasn't long ago Denor was injured and he's come back into the side and played pretty much every minute, right? He's a fit lad, Denor. Last season he played, 46 out of the 46, I'm pretty sure. But the fear does come in that you're not far away from another injury crisis. And I mean, I don't know. Alfie Doughty's out again, isn't he? I don't know how long he's out for.
Yeah.
Then you look through the sides. Obviously, Joe Bryan played left back the other night, and again didn't cover himself in glory. So I think Zach Sturch probably comes back in tomorrow. But we'll talk about the team a bit more and what we expect later. But it's sometimes mishaps lead to opportunities, Mickey. And
I think I think this is all a big conspiracy. I think the EFL are sending people into our training ground at night and damaging our pitch, and they don't want us anywhere near the Premiership. And whatever we do, it's going to keep happening like that because they can't. But we will proceed. We will win. We will finish top of the league, and we will surprise everybody. And then, we'll just have an unbeaten run in the Premiership next season and do Arsenal's invincible year, and smash the Prem. Champions League the year after, and then we will win Champions League against Real Madrid, the World Cup, the Club World Cup in a couple of years, and that's it. Millwall's done. That's it. That would tick off every box we need, and off we go. On that note, I think I need to top up on the medication first, though.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I think I got sidetracked by your delusion there, but it's a weird place to be, I think, right now, isn't it? It's
Stranger things have happened, haven't they? I mean, if we're going to do it, this would be the year that we would do it with everything thrown at us. And if it was anything else, I'd say no. But Millwall has that habit, doesn't it, of just doing the impossible.
But I'm grateful for the international break after tomorrow.
100%.
I think if we get a win tomorrow, it will paper over the cracks from the last couple of games. And then you look back on it and go, hang on a minute, what is that? 5 wins in the last 7, 1 draw, 1 defeat. This is where you got to go with it, right? You got to then hold on to that. And then so it's like it's last 7, 5 wins, 1 draw, 1 defeat. And I think I even said at the start when we had the QPR, like after the last international break, we're like, what would we take from this? And I think we all concluded like 10 points from this, and we've already got the 10 points. So tomorrow is almost a free hit in that sense, and that's how you've got to be kind of looking at it, going, we've got 3 wins, 1 draw, 1 defeat in our last 5 since the international break.
Yeah.
And if you said that to me before the ball was kicked at QPR, I'd have been happy with it. We did also debate in the pub, QPR way, that we'd get how many injuries would we get between now and the international break. And I think I said 6, and then the pal of mine said 12. And I think he's closer to being right with the 12 injuries in the space of the last 4 weeks. It's crazy, mate. Unbelievable, isn't it?
It's mental. I mean, but I don't know. I mean, it's time for the players who aren't necessarily getting time to grab this by the ball, to grab this by the horn and run for it. I mean, no doubt there'll be someone on Twitter shortly telling us what's wrong with Billy. He's in, I don't know, he's pulled a hamstring or pulled a fucking calf muscle or something. We'll have detail and verse shortly, so hold tight. Won't be long.
Just to wrap up on the injuries, Mickey, I think it's interesting because, like, it's easy to say, it's just bad luck and stuff. Last night, I don't know what led me to it, but I was flicking through like flash scores and look at results and stuff, and I see fucking the boys from Surrey won 3-1 yesterday against that Dutch team, Ali Said Alkmaar. I looked at the team and I'm like, it made me just click on it, and I was like, right, let's have a look. And I think, like, of their 11, I think 8 or 9 of them have played pretty much every game this season, right?
Yeah.
And I know it's Premier League, different facilities, maybe different way of maybe playing, or I don't know what you want to throw into that mix, but I saw Mark Guehi's there, Mateta's there, Tariq Mitchell, Vigaroo, their centre-half, and also that Richards, right? That Chris Richards. My point being is, when you click on them, you see their recent games. They've played every game this season. So they're doing something to manage their players comparatively better than how we're managing our players, is what I'm trying to get at. You could, there's loads of alternative factors you could throw into that. Maybe it's the training facilities, maybe it's how they manage it on a weekly basis and they don't do as much heavy training, or how they play. My point
do
being
they have as many games as us?
They do, because they play Thursday nights in the Conference League. They play Thursday.
With us, we played Saturday, Tuesday, Saturday.
Yeah, and they'll play. And they've played Saturday, Thursday, Sunday this week. It was one extra day. My point being is, right, they've somehow they manage it so that they've had nowhere near as many injuries. And I think I clicked on it. I think Ismail Assar, their wingers, missed a couple of games. Aside from that, the rest of their team's been fit. And it's hard to compare Premier League facilities and standards to us, all right? But you look at that and go, well, how comes we can't do that? What is it? The Championship is a fast-paced direct league as well, and that's got to be factored in. But do you know what I mean, though, Mickey? But do you know?
If you dig in, no, I get what you're saying. But if you dig in, because I dug in the other week and I've got the number, but I don't know where they are at the minute. But the likes of Derby and people like that, they've all got loads of injuries, and you're looking at it and you're going, why? And they're all, sort of repetitive. It's like, and again, it will come out on the show with Will, which we'll put out this week, probably Wednesday, probably. He said, a question what I raised, I said, why was there such a big issue with the women's game? And he said, because it was getting more and more televised and more, the game of the speed of the game was starting to get a lot more intense. And that's basically where they were all doing the same. So they were all getting their ACLs done, et cetera. And you just look at it and you go, so is it down to medical facilities team, or is it down to the fact of they're not getting proper warm down time? They're not, they're not taking care of themselves properly. They're, running constantly, the lot of sprint, the start, because we're playing such an attacking style of football. There's constant sprints, stops, sprints, etc. That puts excess risk onto players, especially when you look at. I mean, one of the ones we've looked at was, I think it was Doughty or Smallbone, and Smallbone hadn't played for months, and then over a short space of time, he'd played bundles of minutes for us. Plus he played, 80 minutes for Ireland, and then obviously come in untouched and went down. And I don't know. It's just, the show will be interesting. We'll get it out shortly, but it does open your eyes up to go, rather than this narrative what's out there by people who just don't have any idea, medically wise, what they're talking about. That it's this or it's that. It just does make sense, really, that you just overstrenuate. You just go that little bit, and it could just have a repercussion.
Well, yeah, of course, and every club has to deal with it. I'm not naive to that, but there is something in it, isn't there? There's something that I'm not blaming anyone in particular. It's a culmination of factors. I mentioned obviously Palace as an example to compare it to, but also probably Crystal Palace fly to half their games that are up the north in the country. They probably have a lot more luxury, or we get a coach journey back if it's a fucking night game. And there's so many circumstances that you could throw into this that add up to it. But it is weird though, mate. The amount of injuries we're getting, it is like, and it's more than usual. That is undoubtedly true compared to previous seasons. This season feels like an extreme. So there's something that's happening, or something that's affecting it. And I think Andrew Roberts put a comment up earlier. Are you the real Andrew Roberts, by the way? Just to get that one in as the resident kind of comment we do. But I mentioned it a few weeks ago because I said, like, Jurgen Klopp, when he was managing Liverpool, got a lot of criticism at first because the players he had in there would run themselves into the ground, get loads of injuries, and like maybe it's a style of play. And I do think there is a noticeable difference how we're playing this season. Obviously, press on the front foot, and our best performances this season have been when we're pressing on it. And you're right to mention that, Mickey, about the impact, but there's still a better way to manage this, surely.
I tell you what, as well, what was quite interesting. I watched, and it's sad, I watched an interesting rabbit hole YouTube on Nike, whichever way you want to call it, with their boots for different sports. And they were finding that certain sports, you move the back of the heel on a certain level for like to shoot off. And other ways you've got the front of the boot gives you rotation. And some of the studs, if you have flat across both, it can cause injury, it can cause grip. So they're making a lot of boots what they spent a lot of time looking in, where you have round studs at the front and normal like flats at the back to be able to give more stuff. So I don't know. Could it be, grass? Because don't forget now, most of the pitches now have gone to, they're sown, aren't they? They're artificial stroke grass. So is it the fact that the pitches have changed? Is that causing why we're getting more injuries over the last couple of years? And the Den has changed as well as Calmont has changed. I mean, listen, these are professional athletes who they're not me or you playing, 3 games a week where we're going to get injured at some point. We're talking about, these are people what have special diets. They eat, they eat well. They're probably the fittest we've seen them in a long time. Yet we're seeing more and more injuries.
Yeah,
Billy is injured a fair amount, so whether or not it's an old injury what's flared up.
My special diet involves cans of Stella and pie and mash, so like maybe that's the remedy because I don't get injured. But then again, I don't break a leg going football, so I don't know.
Mark, hybrid pitches. So basically now they're Astro. I don't know if it's Astro.
It's not Astro. They're 50%. They're basically 50% manufactured in the factory, and 50% grass. So like if you look at like a lot of clubs, they won't actually grow the grass either at their stadium. They normally get shipped in on like massive kind of barrels, and then they roll it out. Then they have the grass grow through it too. That's like the most common way.
They sow the pitch now, don't they? Or
they the groundsman won't. But
is in such,
it'd be
sown with a needle, not sown as in they throw the grass seed down. So and I don't know what it is. I mean, you need to have someone on sports science and whatnot to see whether or not there's any statistics to go from there. But I mean, it's truly worrying. But I don't think there's anywhere where you can go, it's this, it's that. It's because, that medical sports science person makes them do this or it makes them do there. There we go. Woven, saturate, and grass grown through it. There you go.
There you go.
I wonder if Mark Murphy is a groundsman.
Well,
I think it shows our second 11 aren't good enough or nearly good enough to come in and rotate with the first 11. I think that's probably a good point. We have enough players, as in a big team to a degree, but are they good enough to rotate?
It's double-edged sword, right? We fucking beat Leicester 1-0 the week before last. He goes with an unchanged team to Oxford, and we lose 2 players to injury. It's just unfortunate sod's law. And first half against Oxford, I thought we played very well. Second half was probably the better half. I mean, don't judge me on that comment because I don't remember me and that fella at London Bridge last Saturday. So, but my point is like... From what I remember, I thought we played in patches very good, and then obviously losing the East is a massive loss, isn't it? So Oxford weren't any good though. It's 2 good goals, 2 good strikes, and we should be walking away with a 2-0 win there. Really, in hindsight,
we know in experience that Rowett doesn't set teams up to win; he sets teams up not to lose.
He sets them up to compete and then try and have a moment of quality. Yeah. Tom Bradshaw provided that season. Fleming provided that season when we got close. He relies on moments from his players, and there's no doubt about it. That last Saturday, it was 2 good moments from his 2 players. And that doesn't always work, but it did for them on Saturday, getting a draw. No shortage of experts on grass in London, according to the line. Yeah.
No, that's it. I think it's scary that the amount of injuries we're getting.
Let's stop talking about injuries anyway. Come on, positive vibes. Big day tomorrow. Let's talk about good times instead, shall we?
Should we look ahead then to let's actually we'll go on it quickly first before we go in it while people are here. If you were at the Birmingham game on Tuesday, and if you've got any footage, what you don't post publicly, but if you've got any footage of the copper hitting the fan, our fan, please do get in touch, send it over. I'm putting stuff together in case of a possible claim. I've spoken to a lawyer who's given me a number of someone who makes complaints against police. And if you know the fan, I am trying to find them. I think I've pretty much found them. But if you do know the fan and you know us, then please, if he's at the game tomorrow, tell him to come and see us. Or if you know us, DM us and get our number and get in touch, because there's a few people what have offered to do a crowdfund. And the MSC, I know this would be a hard one for certain people. The MSC reached out this week and asked, they saw the tweet and asked what we were doing. Joe, give you a shout out, Joe at MSC, and said, is there anything that they could do? So I asked them to basically use their official powers and go to the police and through their liaison positions, and also to the club and potentially to the EFL, and look at getting a response, and obviously look at trying to get evidence and find out what's what, and build stuff that way. So thanks very much for the MSC. I know that when you posted what you done, you got shit for it, but hey ho, Rome weren't built overnight. And you've got to slowly, unfortunately, your reputation has been tashed over the last few years, so you've got to slowly rebuild. But hats off, the old MSC would never have reached out, would never want to take a fan's case up on something like this. So hats off to you, Joe. Thanks very much. And yeah, I mean, there we go. I've got HNK in that. I think and I've got another one as well. So yeah, I think that's possibly another one I've got as well. So yeah, but I've got it. I just need the fan to be able to speak because we can't instruct. Realistically, we can, but there's a lot of legalities around it. If he was arrested, it sort of throws in the complaint into sort of a void in a minute because you've got to wait to see whether or not he gets charged or if he gets an NFA. So it's a lot of ball ache waiting around, but need to speak to him first to see where we are. So if anyone knows him, tell him to get in touch so that we can see what's what. But other than that, yeah, that's it. Go on in, mate. I didn't used to be fan on the board. You know that, Daily Millwall?
You used to be fan on the board. That's a bingo as well, isn't it? Should we talk about Preston a little bit?
Yes, mate. Let's do it.
They're shit hot of inform, mate. They've won their last 3 on the bounce. 3-2 against Sheffield United, 2-0 away at Southampton last Saturday, followed by a 2-1 home win against Preston. One thing you could probably cling on to them 3 teams they played, they're not doing overly great this season. Southampton in particular, Sheffield United in particular, and Swansea in particular. So you could say maybe it's flattered them, but they're there on merit nonetheless. They're 4th in the table, 4th versus 5th. Scored a few more goals than us this season, 19 goals. Paul Heckingbottom is still the manager. I expect us to try and take the game to them and them to sit off us. And if they pick us off on the break, could be in trouble. It's going to depend a lot on the back four we go with, I think, isn't it? But yeah, Paul Heckingbottom still in charge there. And I think they only had 4 shots on goal. Well, I can say that actually, because it's right in front of me. 4 shots on goal last time out and scored twice. So yeah, it's be interesting. Osmajic is banned for 9 games, as said by Connor Punk as well. So yeah, be I don't know, interesting, mate, isn't it? It's gonna. I hope the occasion, what tomorrow is and means to people like ourselves and all Millwall fans, hopefully that carries us through and we can get a win on Remembrance Game because, as you mentioned, it's been a long while since we've done it.
Yeah, I don't think we have ever. I think we come close to nearly scoring really quickly, but I don't think we've actually, I really don't think we've won. We might have won once. I don't know if anyone is on the computer and double check on games around, but yeah. I don't know. It is one of those, isn't it? It's like, oh, so yeah.
Be interesting. Shall I go on ChatGPT and ask it, see what it tells me? Should we do that?
Go on. Let's see. I need to get up in a minute and shut my door.
When was the last time Millwall won a home game?
On the Remembrance Game, isn't it?
Closest to the 8th of November. Let's see what comes up. It's going to be completely wrong, but we'll ask ChatGPT. I reckon Daily Mill's going to get it before us. The last time, well, it's already wrong. Could it tell me is when we beat Leicester City? Okay, it's misread my question, so ignore that.
What's it say?
It gave me the Leicester game.
Oh, is it?
Yep. Right. Then once. Okay. Yeah, look, it's I don't know. I'm not quite sure, mate. Is my honest answer, and we're not here for that. If the insight from us like that.
This is quite comical that Omar doesn't know, but someone in the chat will tell us in a minute.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. So yeah, it'll be what's what. Oh well, that don't work. So yeah. I honestly believe that I think we've not had a game won. I think last year we were winning 1-0, weren't we? And then they scored in the last minutes or so. And I think that was the closest. But
Femi Aziz scored, if memory serves me right. Or was it Jake Cooper? I think it was Jake Cooper. Either way, yeah, we drew definitely last time out. I think time for that we lost. Yeah, be nice. You say about getting the goal whilst we're on the pitch. I don't think we'll be able to control anyone as well because we've got the majority of services.
Shit.
Yeah, the majority was going 4-0 versus Sheffield Wednesday. You're right, and that was closest. That's an away game. I know that one. But what about home game, Daily Mill? That's what we were wondering about. When it's like, oh, remember it.
Let me just shut the door a sec. One sec. I can't remember. I really can't think if we've done it or not.
But no, I think it'd be a sight if we scored in the first couple of minutes, having all the armed services on the pitch. Bearing in mind, the majority of them are Millwall fans. Yeah, it would be something of a special occasion, that's for sure. I'm just saying, Mickey, like if it would be a special sight if we scored a goal whilst the majority of Millwall armed services are on the pitch.
I've got an idea for tomorrow as well. So yeah. Oh, that's the answer I got. It was it. Oh, shut that door. Yeah. See, I can remember Larry Grayson. I don't think many others will, but yeah. Well, a few on here, but you've got no idea who he is, have you?
No idea what you're on about.
Your mum would know, but yeah.
That's probably could just say as my mum, mate. Thanks for that. But yeah, what's your point?
Oh, no. It's just it. So yeah. There we go. So yeah.
You got any facts? You got any facts for us? You prepped any facts for us today?
I have got some facts. Would you like some?
Yeah, because you give
Millwall
some
unbeaten in each of their last 12 league meetings with Preston North End, are only currently on a longer active unbeaten streak against Charlton Athletic.
Of course, I was going to say that.
13 games.
Nice. We've not lost to Preston in the last 12 games.
No.
Is this from the Google stats that we get?
No, this is from the BBC.
Wow. Fair enough. Keep going.
The last 3 games, 18th of February 2025, 1-1. 28th of September 2024, 3-1 to Millwall. 27th of January 2024, 1-1. So yeah. Preston North End have only won one of their last 9 away games against in league competition. Drawn 3, lost 5, winning 3-1 in February 2019, thanks to goal from Andrew Hughes, Tom Clark, and Sean Maguire inside the opening 30 minutes. Millwall beaten obviously midweek against Birmingham City. Their second 4-goal defeat of the season, having also lost 4-0 to Coventry last month. Mate, both the Midlands teams done us 4-0. And it's the first time the Lions have suffered multiple defeats by at least 4 goals in league campaigns since 2014-15, which was 5-1 against 2 teams. Can you name the 2 teams?
Say that again, sorry.
Millwall beaten 4-0 in midweek against Birmingham City. Their second 4-goal defeat of the season, having also lost 4-0 to Coventry last season. It is the first time the Lions have suffered multiple defeats by at least 4 goals in the league championship since 2014-15, when they were beaten 1-5 and 1-6. Who were the team?
Derby County was 1-6.
Nope.
Oh,
not in that season.
Watford?
No.
Birmingham?
No.
Oh, they're all drubbings that I remember.
North East.
North East. Middlesbrough?
Yep. It's the 5-1.
5-1. That was in one of Ian Holloway's last games, I think, if I'm not mistaken.
And then, let's be having ya.
Norwich City. No, I think that was in the same week, them 2 games, if I'm not mistaken. No, we lost 4-0 away or 3-0 away at Middlesbrough. There you go. Wow. And
Preston North End have won each of their last 3 matches, just 1 fewer victory than they had managed in their previous 19 league games. 1-4, drawn 7 and 8. And Mill Alex Neil is unbeaten in his 3 home games against Paul Hickenbottom in the Football League, with each of these games coming against a different team. Preston 1-1 against Barnsley in September 2017. Preston 3-1 against Leeds in 2018. And Stoke City 3-1 against Sheffield United in October 2022.
Thanks for that stats with Mickey. Connor Punk mentioned this comment. Alex Neil was the manager for Norwich then as well. And that same game, I think it was Holloway's last home game in charge for us. He refused to leave the dugout because of the abuse he was getting from the West Lower. I remember that very well. Ian Holloway, those were the days.
Yeah, talking about Ian Holloway. Did you know, and this is a mad one. There you go. Last Remembrance Day home win was the 9th of November 2019 versus Charlton, 2-1, when Smith scored in the last minute.
Did you reckon you laid the reefs that day, though? Would you have done it back then?
Was it? That was the last game before lockdown, wasn't it?
Well, it was just before lockdown, wasn't it? So, yeah.
Oh, look, your mate was... Connor says your mate was...
Diego Fabrini.
But anyway, so tomorrow is 11 years since Millwall released the camouflage shirt. To the day.
Very good. Danny Shitu, Alan Dunn. That was a team. David Ford in goal. Wow. I've still got mine. Have you got yours, Vicky?
Yes, at your house.
Wasn't not the original, though, is it?
You love me, you'll give it to me. So yeah.
We'll see.
That's another show. Check out the OnlyFans show.
Only pods.
Yeah, we'll be playing for the Romans on Sunday.
Team lineups tomorrow, Mickey.
Yeah, let's go. They go for about 500 quid. Yeah, they do. They're ridiculous money. And I think, I think the biggest mistake the club ever made with them was only literally making a certain amount. And I think maybe they need to do it again. But
yes and no. Yes and no. Because it keeps its value for that reason.
To a certain one.
The shame is the fact that when people sell 500 quid, they don't give that money then to the RBL. They keep it for themselves. That's the only shameful bit about it. But I do like the fact that it's a rarity. It's a weird one, isn't it?
Yeah, and also Headley Court ain't there no more either.
No, they're not, are they? Yeah.
No. So
maybe we need to do another one for some sort of other cause. Maybe one day then.
Mate, I think the way we raise money, wouldn't it be great to be able to do our own military charity?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? That would be fantastic. When Millwall fans do their own military, because we've got our own military at the Den. And now with the trust, there's ex-veterans who do football and helps with their mental health and everything else. So that's there. So, there is scope of actually doing, because, all these big organisations and whatnot is great. But I think there's, we know of squaddies who are Millwall fans who've been affected by different levels and whatnot. And we're not going to go in and name people or regiments or anything else, but we know of them. And I don't know, it'd just be nice when all that money. I mean, we raised 20, 30 grand on one day. And, it'd be nice if that was going and being used for military personnel directly rather than, funding some massive CEO's pocket. But hey ho, we can dream.
Team lineup tomorrow, Mickey. Come on.
Team lineup in the comments, please. Are we going to see some of the youth coming in? Your Sheridan and people like that. We're going to see these people coming into the youth setup shortly.
Sheridan.
Is it Sheridan? What's his name? Yeah,
Shendal Kendall. Shendon Kendall. So I'm turning to you here.
Yeah.
No, spend enough time with you here and I'll start mispronouncing the names.
That's it. It's always,
Sheldon Kendall, thank you. Daily Mill, thank you. Save my bacon there. I anticipate some changes, to be honest, mate. I suspect it'll be Crocombe in goal. I can't see a world where Kramer doesn't start at right back, but
he looked a little bit edgy the other day, didn't he?
Who? Crocombe?
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it's quite a difficult occasion when the team in front of you is not doing great either. So I think he's just as much to blame as everyone else is. So I don't know. It gets benefit of doubt for me anyway after one performance. I would put Kramer right back, Zach Sturge left back, and Taylor and Cooper centre halves. I think we'll be a threat from set pieces tomorrow. Absolutely, by the way, if you're going to have any money on something.
Omar's disappeared. His internet is gone squiff.
I think it's you today, mate.
Oh, there you go. You're back. Welcome back. How are you?
I think it's actually you today. I'm going to go limb. I want to go limb. Chat. Let's settle it. Who's the one that's pixelating and who's the one that's actually been consistent here today?
Well, I was still talking. You disappeared.
I think Mickey's frozen today, guys. Right? Someone settle that. So yeah, back four of Kramer, Sturge, Cooper, and Taylor. Mickey froze. There you go. Thanks,
chat. No, I didn't froze. You froze. See, he's telling you.
Look at the chat.
Barry. Don't, mate. It's a long way to come the way you come with your uniform to just walk around the car park, mate.
You are still freezing, by the way.
I'm done now. Look, I'm back.
Mickey, I can literally see on my screen here that you're frozen still.
I can hear you, and you speak. When you were speaking then, I couldn't see you moving, but yeah. It's
Mickey,
probably I haven't actually plugged in, and there's no point me doing it.
Yeah, your head is to one side. Anyway, I'd have Del Boy and Denora midfield 2.
Yeah.
I'd go Ballo on the right. Ball on the left, Marku on the right. Let's go for it. And have Langstaff and the Ivanovic up front on my 4-4-2. Mickey, it's really off-putting that I can see the side of your head, mate. I'm getting like all shapes here. Do you know what I mean? Of like your side of your head here. What have you done?
I haven't done anything.
Okay, well, chat, can we still just see the side of his head, or is it just me?
It's just you.
Well,
Mickey, you're
there you
in there playing like Millwall Tuesday.
there you go, you see. It is you, mate, by the way.
It's not me. All I can see is Mickey in a single
Headphone, correct. All I can see, there we go, you're back. Yeah. You're...
To me, I've not frozen. It's literally there. I mean, there's no point me plugging in now, is there? Because it won't do any different.
Just look back on the video afterwards. That's what
listen, it is what it is. So yeah, I've got a thing. It's if you're there tomorrow, come and find us, or me or Omar. First person to find me or Omar, and tell us which one's frozen, and we will give you one of these.
It's not come up on the screen yet because you're behind. There we go. You're back. There you go.
Me and Omar will have one of these each, and whoever comes and finds us first and says, "What do you want them to say, Omar?"
Mickey is a bald cunt.
All right. And, yeah, Omar is a bald fucking cunt. So yeah. Just tell the other one's bald, and then you'll get it. But there is only one for you. So yeah, first come, first go. So yeah, and then going forward, we'll make sure that games we'll have them, and then first people to come up to us can get them. So yeah, same team as Omar. Flocky says same team as Omar, except Swat and Marku for RBW.
Yeah.
Connor Punk says my internet is slower than Alex Pierce. Do you know the joke is my internet should not be slow because I've got fucking about 750 meg. But the problem is that upstairs, my boy goes upstairs and puts his game on, and my missus is watching telly upstairs, and I think it's just done. And I normally plug in, and I forgot to plug in today. So yeah, and there's no point me plugging in now because Omar tells me it only works if you plug it in before you press start.
Correct, and also it's just the irony, isn't it? Because the last 2 weeks it was me, and today it's your turn. So
yeah,
listen, mate,
we're not perfect. So yeah, but that's what makes us. That much makes us great. You know that it's not polished yet.
Is Alfie Doughty better for tomorrow? Because Andy Herbert said I wouldn't be surprised if he sticks Fatty Alfie in there. I mean, no, but
Alfie played the other day, didn't he?
Did he come on as a? Did he?
Didn't he come on as a sub?
Might have gone over my head because firstly I didn't get up there. I will tell you exactly in 3 seconds. 1, 2, 3. I've bottled it. I haven't got it yet. This is why we're the number one That Millwall podcast. Do you know what I mean?
That's it. Bristol City 1, Watford 1, Bristol City 1.
Alfie Doughty didn't. No, he played for 20.
No.
Yeah.
He's been lads, what's your thoughts? Greeny boy. Ben Green's burner account. If you go back to the beginning of the show, we spent about 30 minutes talking about injuries. So
yeah. To sum up, it's weird. We don't know why. We're not sure what's going on, and it's a bit weird that we're getting so many every game. But yeah, we have talented youngsters like Howland and Bangor sitting like security in Tesco's lost. I really feel we need to be taking a part on these. I do agree with the Howland shout and Bangor Williams, obviously. It's interesting. I mean, I don't know. It's we've got a squad for a reason.
Soon, isn't he?
He's been playing for the under-21s, mate. So Danny McNamara played for the under-21s again on Tuesday.
He played 40 minutes, didn't
he? 60, I think.
60 minutes.
So yeah. So who knows? He could be back in the squad tomorrow. I mean, you'd be rushing him back if you do that, to be honest. I think definitely give him a few more weeks before you do that. But you never know.
No, that's I mean, so all right, let's do it. Predictions. Get your scores in. Omar is on the proper stream today, so he will be able to read your scores. And remember, you need plenty of them. Mickey, your sound is out of sync.
Yeah, correct. Your camera is out of sync to your sound.
Oh.
Let me encourage some more predictions by putting on our score predictions on screen as so. So, everyone, give us your score predictions for the game tomorrow. The Lions welcome Preston North End to the Den on the back of 3 straight wins for the visitors. Millwall looking to extend our unbeaten home run of late. So, get your comments in. Let us know what you think of the score and what are you going to back. Mickey, you go first, mate. Why not? Fuck it. Let's go to you. What do you think the score's going to be tomorrow?
I'm going to go 2-1 Millwall.
Yeah?
We're going to bounce back and we're going to bounce back and we're going to go 2-1. And I really do hope we score within the first minute, 2 minutes, because it would just be an unbelievable memory we will never forget that would be. You imagine that if we'll be in the middle of that, that would be unbelievable.
It'd be sheer chaos.
We're going to go 2-1.
Sheer chaos, mate, for sure. Goal scorers?
Macaulay Langstaff 2.
Okay.
Listen, I think I don't know what's happening, why he ain't getting on, but he needs to get on because with the players we've got in the wings and whatnot, we play to his advantage. We know that Serb can't play as a lone striker. He's fucking dog shit. So, and Andy Herbert said, Mickey, you're like watching an old German porn film from 79.
Yeah, well, there you go. I'm laughing more because I don't think Langstaff will get his opportunity to start next to him more than anything, because I just don't see him playing him up front next to him. I think he's gone. I think he's kind of moved away from the 4-4-2 after the start of the season. But look, he might go back to it tomorrow.
I mean, if there was a choice between the Serb or Langstaff, I would play Langstaff as a lone striker over the Serb all day long.
Well, the Serb's out of Nick, isn't he? Big time. So,
and we'll be able to see that very soon, won't we, Omar?
Yeah, we will. We will. Right. Should we go to our score predictions from the fans?
Hey, look, what's his name? What's his name's on the same level as me?
I don't know, mate. I can't see the comments. So I've gone high up to read the scores. So let me do the score, shall I? Yeah. Well, okay. Right. So I'm going to go. Peter Sullivan has gone 1-1.
Hey, getting your comments in.
The Daily Mirror has gone 0-0.
Interesting.
Connor Punk's gone 1-1. Barry Langley 899 has gone 1-0 to the Lions. 0-0 for Mark Murphy. Honestly, Millwall 2-0 win. Langstaff at the double from Greeny Boy. Another one. 3-1, Ballo and the big fucking Serbian twice from Roger Sharman. Got 1-2 from Mark Lindsay. Mark's not confident ahead tomorrow. We got 2-2, Preston, Millwall with Lions Raw. 3-1 from Cole Bracey, as you already mentioned. Langstaff 2 in Cooper. 1-0 Millwall BFS from Flocky. And that's your lot. Not too many comments today. Everyone's down the pub.
Lions Raw, are you going to the game tomorrow or are you not? I mean, if not, then it's no problem. But if you're going to the game, then I'll bring your mug because I keep meaning to post it. I think it's the same one. I keep meaning to post it. I keep fucking forgetting. But yeah. We'll get there.
My score prediction for tomorrow, Mickey, is a Millwall 1, a Preston 0, by the way. And it's going to be
1-0.
Jake Cooper scoring at the Den.
What's the odds on Jake Cooper to score any time then?
Jake Cooper 1-0 is normally about 50-1. So, hey, I'm not a better man, but if I was, I'd be backing it.
Yeah, no, I definitely am a better man. So, yeah, I probably won't. But, yeah, anyone else do it and you win, then, just put a bigger note in the jar at the end. So yeah. So tomorrow, I think gates open to get into the pitch about 11. Mm-hmm. I think the gates open about 10:30. We are getting there probably from about 9ish, or we're going to go for breakfast about 9ish. Remember tomorrow, even though the stadium is a card only, a cashless stadium, please make sure you bring lots and lots of money. You've got the new badges. We've donated a few bits and pieces. We delivered these nice cups. Actually, the cups are fucking. There's 2 of them, limited edition poppy cups, and these T-shirts are there. But you'll have to be quick and say whether or not you're interested or not. And a shout out to Woodloo Believe It for giving us these to be able to use them towards a thing. I'll show you what the cup is first because there's a few of you what like, and we might maybe do a silent auction on it. But I think these are mustard. So
very nice. What is that? A bottle?
No, it's a cup
Nice.
with a straw and all that. And then on the front,
Very nice.
it has that. But there are only 2 of these. So we're looking to auction. I mean, if you're interested in them, just fucking bring an envelope with you and put a bid inside the envelope, or go see Mel on the stand tomorrow and say, those cups Mickey put on the show, I want to donate this to it. And if you get there quick enough, she might, and it's a reasonable, good bid. And remember, it is all going to charity. She might let you have it. But I mean, I don't know. She's in charge of that. I don't get involved in that side. So yeah, if you want to argue with her. So yeah, but if you do go to the poppy stand tomorrow and you'll know who Mel is, you'll see she's the bossy one there. Just say thanks because she puts a lot of effort into this every year. Me and Omar do the soldiers, and it's relatively grief, but it's not too bad. The final week is normally where it starts getting mad, but she liaises with RBL and everyone else to make sure that everything's in place for the poppy side of it and the collection. So yeah, just give her a thanks and whatnot. You make her day and go from there. Anything else you want, Omar?
Nope, just 3 points for the Lions and hopefully a few Guinnesses afterwards with the soldiers to celebrate.
3 points for the Lions, yeah. And thingy. So tomorrow you've got 5 paras, Millwall fans. 4 of them are, one of them isn't. You've got Barry Bazza, who's in here. Bazza Langley, his military is coming down all the way from Dorset. We've got an RAF young kid who joined in March. He's going to be carrying one of the reefs. He's going to be carrying the Millwall supporters reef for you. We've got Bomber, obviously. And we've got Major Simon Getty, who is the paras. So they'll be carrying the club reefs. And we've got a young cadet whose name I can't remember, and I won't give it because he is under 18. But he will be carrying, they are the regiment of the Tigers, the Princess of Wales Regiment, which was Leo Callahan's regiment. And we have cadets. So if you see the younger guys walking around tomorrow, they're the cadets. They are all Leo Callahan's regiment, and they're here. We brought them in last year, and the guy who looks after them is Tim, who used to be Sham 69. Millwall boys.
Drink up your beers and make some noise.
That's it. That was his song and his band's song. So yeah, so if you do see them, obviously, give them a little bit of support because they are quite nervous what they do. And then yeah, match day, same stuff. We'll be round the edge of the pitch. We've got a bugle royalty, ex-Royal Military, Marine Band, etc. So yeah, it's going to be a good day as it always is. Hopefully it won't rain, but saying that probably will now. But hey, we'll be there. I think maybe we might do it different this year. Maybe do a little bit of a vlog of what we do in the day, a little behind the scenes. Maybe we do. And some other bits. But yeah, we'll show you the inside footage as we always do after the game. And yeah, come on, you Lions. 3 points. Job done, I think. Other than that, we're done. What shall I end with?
Up the Lions.
Oh, giddy up and get away. Oh, we're going Millwall and we're going today. Here we go. Rocking all over the day.